Hi everyone. Uh, Good evening to you all. Hope you all are having a great evening. I just wanted to come on here and just really give my. I'm going to make it a spoiler review. I'm not going to do um, make it like a try to like it like a spoiler free because the movie's out now. Everyone could go see it in theaters, and the movie I'm talking about is Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I mean, you clearly saw that one because you clicked on the title card. So, well, duh. And I was want to say this film really, this film was so good. Let's start off just make it plain and simple. This movie was phenomenal and totally next level for something that Marvel Studios has done. Like this, to me, this is the official start of Phase 4. I know we had Black Widow, which was, the wrap up of Natasha, giving Natasha the whole, getting into her story, passing the baton on to Elena Belova. Sorry, spoiler alert. I mean, you have time. It's out now. It's on demand everywhere. You can go see it. But I don't officially count. I don't officially count Black Widow as a part of Phase 4. Take the post credit scene away, it's still an Infinity Saga movie. I don't really see that movie as a Phase 4 film, and I never will. To me, Phase 4, the movie slate of Phase 4 started it started with tonight, Thursday night when I went to go see it with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Because this MCU origin story film was this was Marvel on a different level. This was Marvel. This was Marvel saying, "Okay, we let our director really go in with the scale and the action scenes, which was ridiculous, ridiculously good." I I love the scene on the bus, for example. That was pure. That was pure. What I liked. Like I thought about the old Jackie Chan flicks, like Rumble in the Bronx, the ledge. What is it? The Legend of Drunken Master, I believe. Even a little bit of Kung Fu Hustle, and I was like, okay, whoa, all these influences in one movie. I'm like, this is beautiful. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, so beautiful. Simu Liu, Michelle Yeoh, Aquafina, Menger Zhang, Jiang, Menger Zhang. I'm sorry if I'm getting this name wrong. Forgive me, but the whole cast was amazing. I mean, like there was. I wouldn't even say which one was the weaker of the. There's no weaker of no cast. There's nothing. There's nothing like that here. There's nothing there for that. Destin Daniel Cretton, the director, you did your thing, man. You did your thing, man. This was from start to finish. It's Asian excellence. It's Asian excellence. But the music flows well with the movie. The score, but I think it's John P. West, I believe. I think that's his name. The man who did the Shang Chi score, the composer. So the score is so good. There's a point where, well, since it's a spoiler review, when Shang-Chi is in the water, when Shang-Chi is in the water and the dragon just begins to, he comes up, the chords that play, it sounded so beautiful on the big screen. So good on the big screen. I know there were some parts where the CGI, now that I think about it, was a bit wonky, but I could deal with it because it was still beautiful looking, and the cinematography in this film was really great. It was beautiful, and I love how that's like they really went with that. Well, getting back to the action part, the action was just so phenomenal. It was phenomenal. That was the main highlight of this film was the action and the with the scaffold, Shang-Chi on the scaffold fighting off the ten rings. It was it was so. I mean, you could tell it was choreographed, but you could tell it was choreographed with a lot of attention to detail and heart and I love it, and I want to see more of this. This is why I'm glad Marvel Studios now is breaking away from the mold that we have gotten used to over the last 10 years and starting to bring in characters we don't know. Because before this movie, I had no idea who Shang-Chi was. I had no idea who Shang-Chi was. I mean, okay, he's the master of Kung Fu and the master of martial arts. Okay, that's all well and good. But I'm new. I've been part of this universe. Show me something new. And boy, did it. By the time we get to the third act in Ta Lo, with Michelle Yeoh's character, their aunt, it's like that whole third act was just, wait, what? This is like, y'all really went here with the action and the scale and just like, this didn't feel like a regular MC origin film, which is why I say this is next level for Marvel. Uh, I am a fan of the day and date release. I am a fan of it because like with this climate that we're in with COVID and things of that such, we don't know what's going to happen next in this world, in this crazy world. We don't know, but I'm so glad that I got to see this on the big screen. This was, and I'm glad, and congratulations to Marvel for keeping this movie exclusively for theaters because you have to experience this movie in theaters. Buy your tickets now. Support this film. This film, it has Black Panther vibes. It is. It's basically Black Panther for the Asian community, and they deserve all the support that this movie deserves all the support that like the same energy that Black Panther had, and it's this. I hope this movie makes history. I hope this movie breaks the box office record. Right now, they're tracking the film to make like between 80 and 88 million over the opening weekend. I think that's the right numbers, but this movie deserves so much more. Like the way we go with Shang-Chi and Katie, Aquafina's character, over this movie. I love how their relationship is developed. It seems like my friend was asking, are they, by the end of this film, are they together now? Or are they still best friends? Like, I like how they kind of left that in the air because you could tell there was still like there was a little bit of romantic ties. Even earlier in the movie, I think Katie's grandmother asked, are you two going to get married? Are you two going to be together or whatever? I thought that was hilarious, but it was a valid question. But I don't know. I like how they left that in the air. Manga Zhang's Xialing, Shang-Chi's sister. The energy, the fact that this is her first movie. I was like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Stop. You mean to tell me this is her first movie and she carried the movie with such fire, such a fiery presence whenever she's on screen and the strength that she shows. This is her first movie. Oh yeah, she's going places after this movie. I'm all here for it. I'm just strictly all here for like I said, I don't want to keep pronouncing her name, but I'll just call her by her character name, Xialing. I'm here for her. And as we've seen in one of the post-credit scenes, she's restarting the 10 rings, but as what? As a good guy? As a bad guy? We don't know. I love how they left this in the open for us to, an open storyline to continue into the sequel, which I hope that we get. I hope that we get this sequel. I hope we get a sequel to this, and I really want. And if Kevin Feige has his way, we will get a sequel. That's to me, that's not even a thing, and that's not even a thing really. Like even something to question. Shang-Chi will return. Even at the title card at the end of the second post-credit scene said the 10 rings will return, meaning probably the organization and the actual rings themselves. Which kind of leads me back to the first mid-credit scene that we had, which saw, Wong, Shang-Chi, Katie, and the return of Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner. Not Professor Hulk type of thing the last time we saw him in Endgame. We're talking about Bruce Banner. He's actually back. And I'm like, he's back in his human form. I'm like, wait, whoa, what now? How is this possible? Like, last time we saw you were hulked out. So what happened? I mean, he looks a little older. I mean, even Carol's hair. The last time we saw her, it was in Endgame with short hair, but now she's back with long hair. So this gets me to question: how long has it been since the end of Endgame when it comes to Shang Chi in this post credit scene? Because this film it takes place after the snap. So how long was it since since Endgame happened at this point in Shang Chi? And the fact that we will see Bruce Banner, it has been confirmed that we will see Bruce Banner uh, in She-Hulk because he was down here. And I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so just in case you didn't know, and he was down here filming. And I'm like, okay, all right. So there's questions there, and I love how. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. And it has also been said that in this mid-credit scene that I love how they started to go into the origin of it a little of these rings a little bit. Like, where do these rings come from? They're not from Earth, apparently. They're not of Chitauri origin. They're not of anything that Captain Marvel has known. I mean, I'm just briefly going over this post-credit scene, what was actually said. And I love how there's a mystery behind them. Like, inside of the rings, they're sending off a beacon. And I'm thinking, what could it possibly be? Like, right now, I'm going through all the Marvel pages to see what they could be. And I love the Shroud of Mystery because I love how Kevin Feige said this scene is kind of like in the same vein as Nick Fury showing up at the end of Iron Man 1, which had huge implications on the MCU going forward. So who knows what those rings actually are and who they belong to? Where did they actually come from? What is going to happen in future Shang-Chi stories or Phase 4 for that matter? Like, there's so much going on in this greater MCU, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I can't wait to see what's next for this character, for these characters that we have set up in this amazing film, which is, I'm gonna say it again, it is next level. Next level when it comes to an origin story. It slapped. This movie slapped hard. Yeah, and yeah, that's really much I want to say. I'm not gonna do like a whole run right through the film. I'm just gonna give my thoughts, reveal some spoilery points, and we're gonna keep going. Anything else? I believe I hit the main parts. I mean, wait a minute. Let's also back up. Shang-Chi using those rings to bring down that dragon. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal, and that gets you to thinking: what if Shang-Chi was there during Infinity War? In Infinity War or Endgame. To me, I think it would have been a wrap for Thanos. It would have been a wrap. It probably would have. It probably wouldn't. Like I said, I personally think it would have been a wrap. But maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. Also, if you guys didn't have a chance, I want to make sure I mention this. The Shang-Chi soundtrack is out now. Go listen to it on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever. That album absolutely it's amazing. Almost every track to me is a banger. And it's all done by the Asian American community or by all these Asian American artists, which is amazing. You have a few Americans on the album, but the soundtrack album is amazing. It is amazing for what they did with this, for what they did with that album. Even Simu Liu has a track on this album, and he sounds great. I mean, he dropped a movie and a track on an album, man. Come on now, this dude is already legendary, and he's going to be I'm here for the reign of Simu Liu in action films because he is the moment right now. He's going places. I did watch his show Kim's Convenience on Netflix. That's how I really caught up, and I love the show, and I'm sorry that it got canceled. I felt the same way that Simu did. It should not have gone that way. It could have been something totally better. But really, he's really leveled up, and I'm glad that he had Kim's Convenience to start on and actually give him a stepping off point for the rest of his career, because now it's only up for him. And I'm so happy. I'm happy for him. And I wish him all the best because his life is really about to change for forever. And Yeah. Wow. I just noticed I have been talking for 15 minutes. I only wanted this to go for maybe 5 or 6, and I've been talking for 15. So thank you all for watching. And until next time, peace. Don't forget to subscribe, though. More videos of these are coming. So take care.